Hey interwebs, it's Monday, December 28th, 2009, and I know what you're thinking. Why are we back in low quality, Phil? I actually hope no one's that worried. The reason we're in low quality right now is I've gone back to the old camera because YouTube hasn't been able to process HD video properly. Over the past week and a half, it just showed a black screen to half my audience. And you had to either click the HD button, or there are lots of tricks to get the video to work. When you come to YouTube, you want to click a button, not click a button, pull a lever, call a dude, talk to the guy, $10 full video! Why is that dude Asian? That's possibly racist.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Welcome to the Philip DeFranco Show, the show that is the best show that's not really a show, but it's me talking to a camera for 3-4 minutes, yeah!
Now guys, if you've stayed away from all sorts of media since Christmas, you may not have heard about this guy that tried to blow up an airplane. He tried to blow it up with the evolution of the shoe bomb, the crotch bomb. One kind of crotch explosion you cannot clean up with your girlfriend's hand towels. I'm sorry. Luckily, the passengers were able to stop him, mainly because, you know, when a guy sets fire to his crotch on an airplane, red flag, there's no possible good motive behind that. Like, he's not gonna set fire to his crotch and go, who wants medium well? Oh, it's a barbecue! As of today, Al-Qaeda has taken responsibility for the attack, or rather, the attempted attack, or rather, a man setting fire to his own crotch. And I'm not in the terrorist advising business, because it doesn't pay well. They live in caves. That's just silly. And I'm really all about job security. But if you have something that would explode, and you don't want to have to, like, set fire to your crotch, why wouldn't you just bring a big bomb to an airport and set it off in security? Because there are so many people in that line because of fear of exploding planes that you'd kill more people. At least you would take me out of my misery. And by that I mean because of this attempted attack, they have upped security requirements. When you come into the United States from another country, you will not be allowed to have electronics. And I get a nice little male-on-male pat-down. And I get to feel awkward because then the 70-year-old TSA agent will realize that I tucked little Phil to the left today. He didn't even buy me dinner. Of course, one of the other huge things today is John F. Kennedy. A photo has come out that seems to be real of John F. Kennedy in the 1950s before his whole presidential run on a boat with about 4 or 5 naked chicks, which seems about right for a Kennedy. Now, JFK was never known for monogamy, and hell, we love him so much we don't even bring up Bay of Pigs that often. But we did know JFK loved the poon. And of course, when you think of JFK loving poon, you think of Marilyn Monroe, his bottom bitch, the 1950s version of Lindsay Lohan. The reason this picture is so huge is when you think of The Butterfly Effect, not the movie with Ashton Kutcher. But if this picture came out, JFK would have never been president, meaning he probably would have never been assassinated, which means Lyndon B. Johnson would have never been president, and so on and so forth. Just kind of wild to think about. Of course, Internet, what would our Monday video be without a douchebag of the day? And oh, it's Charlie Sheen. Just Charlie Sheening it up. There's no other way to describe it. A lot of people forget that Charlie Sheen is a bad person. He's been knocked down for credit card fraud, soliciting prostitutes, I'm pretty sure like 5 charges of drug possession, shot Kelly Preston with a gun, threatened to kill Denise Richards. But come on, I kinda get that one. Now his current wife had to call the cops because, apparently, Charlie decided to choke her and then, come at her with a knife. And I don't know what's going on there. I think they're both crazy. Because there's crazy, like fighting a bear with your fists, and then there's crazy, which is marrying Charlie Sheen. Keep it classy, Charlie. And guys, of course, in the comments or in video responses, let me know what you think about any of the stories today. If you want to look into any of the other stories that we talked about in today's show, that old gallery of Lindsay Lohan dressed up like Marilyn Monroe, click on those links in the sidebar. Guys, that's really all that mattered to me this Monday. My name's Philip DeFranco, and you've just been filled in.